Life on a ranch in West Texas ranges from hot and dry to windy and frigid. It can display an elemental beauty and fury all in the same day. The rugged terrain, thick brushed plains, high-top mesas, and caprock canyons of Beggs Cattle Company, the 2024 AQHA Best Remuda winner, are what captivate visitors and locals alike. Beggs Cattle Company traces its origins through 4 generations of family who began ranching more than a century ago and continue today on 3 separate ranches in 7 Texas counties. George Beggs IV and Ed Farmer Beggs II, the pair of brothers who currently own Beggs Cattle Company, take care of several thousand cow-calf pairs and another 500 head of stocker steers. They prove every day that it takes good horses to get the job done.
Cattle and horses, all we do. All our cows are commercial cows, but we go out and buy Hereford, Saggertrudis, use Angus bulls on our first calf heifers. I just got one full-time employee here at the Post Ranch and one at the Gerard Ranch. 4 days out of the week or 5, he goes horseback every morning. What's cool. Then we go to picking up bulls, like to prowl through these young cattle and all our cattle. So really, a guy that comes and works here, about 80% of his job's horseback, except when we're branded and weeded, spring and fall. In the spring, we get 10 to 12 guys. You know, the ranch at Gerard's Croton breaks. It's rough. Over here, it's not quite as rough, except when you get on both rivers, Salt Fork and Yellow House, it's pretty rough. And, you know, it's never is it flat. It's pretty tough terrain. My granddad bought it in the late 20s, then the ranch at Gerard right after that. Then he got the ranch in Lido right after that, and had a ranch in New Mexico from 63 to, I don't know, had it about 15 years. I think we sold it in 79.
The brothers bought ranches in Parker, Garza, Kent, Dickens, King, and Stonewall counties. Branding their cattle and horses with the Lazy Three, Crowbar managed the ranches, and George Jr. in Fort Worth managed the books and finances while further expanding the ranching operations near Aledo, where he raised his sons George III and Ed Farmer in the ranching business. When they started ranching in the early 20s, they went into business under the name of Beggs Brothers. When George III and Ed eventually took the reins, they changed the name to Beggs Cattle Company, and as a nod to their grandfather's ties to Great Britain, adopted the English pound sign as their brand.
My granddad was in the real estate business, and his brothers, one in particular, John Aaron Crowbar Beggs, spent most of his time out here. And they first started in Wellington and Bluffdale on lease ranches until they were able to buy these. When my dad and his brother branched off from Beggs Brothers, this was right before World War II. The Beggs Brothers ran the Lazy Three. And my granddad, who bought these ranches, put them together, he had a lot of business dealings with England. And he said, you ought to think about doing the English pound mark because it's never been registered in Texas. And he thought it would make a pretty brand.
From early on, the Beggs cowboys were well mounted. In the 1920s and 30s, Crowbar sought out and acquired superior mares to breed with superior stallions, the kind and quality that contributed to the foundation bloodlines of the American quarter horse breed.
My great uncle started it back in the 20s, because I remember my dad saying he remembered when he was a little boy that, you know, Crowbar had mares and colts. Of course, they weren't registered. Then Dad took it over when he retired, you know, late 40s, 50s. And then I took it over in 1980. Dad had a lot of Gray Badger, Hollywood Gold, 3 Bars. We've got just about all the cow horse bloodlines. CD Oleta, Mr. Sam Pepe, Little Pepe, Play Jimmy Toot, Taker Gin, very special cat, was highbrow cat. And just recently I purchased or bought a horse, a streak of flagging out of a running mare.
Many of the ranch's current brood mares are daughters of Beggs stallions, Dr. Echo, Mr. Hida Flow, and Play Jimmy too. Standing at the 4/6s, Beggs Cattle Company's stallion battery comprises various special cat, by highbrow cat, out of Very Shortly by Shorty Lena, CD Son of Magnolia by CD Olena out of Eye of the Magnolia by Smell the Magnolia, and Livin' for a Fling by A Streak of Fling out of Spurs and Sparkles by Valiant Hero. George's nephew, James Clement, is very active in the Beggs ranch operation and helps George as well. James speaks fondly of his uncle and their family and says that a lot of people come and go in the horse business. George has studied it. It's a big part of his life. He has studs that he markets to the outside world, and he's constantly improving the quality at a fast rate. Crowbar Beggs started the Beggs horse program, and George's father, George III, improved it. But George IV really took it to one of the top-notch programs in the country, producing very good horses with top genetics. It's been his life's work developing this outstanding horse program. George, Ed, and their ancestors before them really poured their hearts and souls into this program. Beggs produces solid, good-minded horses that have acquitted themselves well in ranch horse events produced by AQHA and others.
We used to go to a bunch of ranch rodeos in the 90s, 2000, but I guess I just got too old. But we had pretty good luck. Never won many, but won several top horse awards.
Beggs Ranch maintains a remuda of about 20 geldings that were raised from their band of approximately 50 brood mares. Several of the fillies and geldings are retained each year to supply the ranch with using horses, while the rest are sold through private treaty and through the annual Return to the Remuda sale on the 4-6s ranch at Guthrie.
Most of our 2-year-olds go to the Return to the Remuda sales. We usually hold 2 or 3 back a year for the ranch. Like I was telling you, we just cut them about 2 weeks ago, and they're healed up, and we'll take them about 1st of June.
The Best Remuda Award means everything, according to George. He considers being honored for the dedication, strategy, and sacrifice exhibited by generations of their family to be the highest achievement. Congratulations to the 2024 Best Remuda Award winner, Beggs Cattle Company.